You're happy and you know it. Clap your hands. Big up to my good vibes, you see me. Make sure you are showing up for yourself and loving yourself to infinity and beyond. Now let us get into the video. Indeed we shall. Pay a like, pay a comment, pay a sub, pay attention. Let's get it. This is a really powerful video today. I need you to watch it all the way to the end and share it with a friend.
What you're going to do is you're going to say, I am strong, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am magnificent, I am healed, I have the right body that I desire. Anything that's inside of my body is gone. And what we're going to do is we're going to reprogram the subconscious mind. Between your sleep state, you are in something called the theta state, right? And inside of this theta state, you have the chance to literally reprogram your whole entire mind frame. And you can do that. And the best way to do it is by, recording the things that you desire and the things that you want in life and putting it on repeat and plugging your earphones up and plugging your phone up into earphones and playing that while you going to sleep and while you sleep. Now, not only are you going to do that, we're going to get into some epigenetics. You're going to get up and you're going to write these things down. Whatever you want and whatever you desire, start writing these things down. Write them on a piece of papers. Have a vision board where you actually writing goals on the vision board. Look, you ain't even got to go hard. Go day by day. This 24 hours, I refuse to eat meat. And every minute that you think about eating meat, write down how bad it is for you, or recite how bad it is for your body. Look at the meat and recite how it's going to break down in your body and, start really deteriorating your cells. It's so many different exercises and stuff that you can do, and stay busy. When you get hungry, start doing something else. Because most people that are overweight eat because of boredom. You don't have to be bored. Find something to do. Whenever you're ready to eat something, you can look on Amazon and get a plant-based gum that's made out of frankincense resin and myrrh and stuff like that. And since you're used to that chewing effect, whenever you want to eat something, just chew on a piece of plant-based gum and chew that. It's so many things you can do, but you getting on that voice memo and you recording, yourself talking about how beautiful you is, how magnificent you is, how strong you is, how healthy you is, how wealthy you is. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I know nothing about sickness, I am strong. Literally play that out while you in that theta state. You're gonna start seeing a lot of different changes when it comes to certain food. It sounds like you gotta learn discipline, and sometimes you have to trick yourself into discipline. You see what I'm saying? Especially because we all addicted. And then you have herbs too that you can take that will stop an addiction. Like for instance, you have the quassia bark. Quassia bark is very, very good for helping you stop addiction. It's very good for you. Very good. Cascara grande is very good for cleansing out all of them different antigens that's inside of your mucosal membrane in your stomach, that you ain't got to keep tasting these different pheromones that's attached to the meat and attached to all the snack foods. You see what I'm saying? So you got quassia bark, is real good. You got another one that we used to sell. We don't sell no more, but I'm pretty sure you can find it. It's called Juda root. Juda root come from Africa, and it actually come from Jamaica. That's very, very good when it comes to breaking addictions and things like that. So these are things you're going to have to be. It's going to have to be a systematic approach, and you're going to need people that's in your corner that can motivate you. Do you got people that can motivate you, people that can keep you on track, that can call in and check up on you, and somebody that's going to hold you? We need people to hold us accountable too.
Yeah, so anything that you do right before going to sleep is a really powerful method of manifestation. Just allowing something to sit on your mind during, the stage right before you go into the astrals. And, when you wake up, you're gonna feel it, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna feel like you're already walking in that, and that's the point. So yeah, let me know what you think about that.
You wanna learn how to manifest, we step up in this class. First make you a vision board so you can really see the bag. Start journaling, write down your thoughts and what you grateful for. Script so you can visualize everything in your life you want. Chant affirmations so you can tell yourself you worthy for it. Remove negative thoughts from your dreams, cause those thoughts will keep you from them. Speaking of dreams, write down what you want before you sleep. Program your subconscious mind so you can be who you wanna be. Surround yourself with things that'll help you be your best version. Stay away from doubters, they will keep you away from your purpose. The 369 method works, write down everything you want. If you stay persistent every day, I promise it will come. The easiest way is for you to walk that walk and talk that talk. Fake it till you make it, the method a lot of people came up. If you wanna learn more about manifesting, go and get this book. Comment, tap it so you can get it, cause this shit really works. It's time to turn your life around because it's for the better. Manifestation is real, practice it, go get to this cheddar.
Before you go to sleep every night, visualize yourself being, doing, and having the good which you desire. Because while you are asleep, your conscious mind is in abeyance for a longer period of time than at any other period in your daily life. And when you impress the subconscious just before going to sleep, the subconscious works with that idea that you've given it, even while you're asleep. The subconscious mind will be correlating you with all of the good which you have visualized. You say you may not realize it, but your mind is working for you or against you, even while you are asleep. And the mastermind within you says that if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. And whatever idea you lift up before your subconscious mind, before you go to sleep, that idea is impressed upon the subconscious and it draws that to you. You'll wake up in the morning and the right ideas will just be clicking in your head. You'll meet the right people for the right purposes at the right time.
One of the fastest ways to create something in your physical reality is to reverse the normal process by which we create things. Usually we create things first by thinking about it. I think I'll go to that party. And then we say something about it, as in, Matilda, I'm coming to your party tonight. And then we do something about it, as in showing up at the party. Here I am, just as I said I would be, because I thunk the thought this morning. Okay? That's generally how we produce things in our reality. In fact, everything in this room was once a thought in someone's mind. There is nothing that was not once a thought in someone's mind somewhere. But if you want to really play tricks with the universe and create magic with the stuff of life itself, reverse the thought, word, deed paradigm. Turn it upside down and start with the deed. That is to say, act as if. If you want to experience abundance, be abundant and do as abundance does. Therefore, if you have only $5 left to your name, go to a store and get them transferred and made into singles, and take 5 singles and walk down the street and give a single to each of 5 people who have even less than you do. And by the way, you will find those people very easily.
So yes, he is correct. Your thoughts do become things. So you always got to remember that. You have to watch your thoughts. Always watch what you're thinking. For example, like, have you ever thought about something that you didn't want to happen, and then it happened, that same thing that you didn't want to happen? Like, oh, I sure hope I don't run into so-and-so, and you just keep thinking about that, and then you actually run into so-and-so. Watch your thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, because it, you know, the don't in the, you know, like, that stuff doesn't matter. Like, I'm saying, if you keep thinking about something, it's gonna pop up. So yeah.
This is the fastest manifestation method I have ever tried, and my clients are literally getting everything that they want within days. I literally got my man back, baby, so I know this shit works. I'm literally about to walk you through step by step exactly what you need to do, so make sure you save this video because, baby, I know you're going to come back to it. Step 1 is going to be very, very simple. Pick what you want. Be super crystal clear on exactly what you want. Do you want the man? Do you want the apartment? Do you want the car? Do you want the money? Whenever you have what you want, make sure you have 1 to 3 main affirmations for that thing. Your affirmations must be in present tense or past tense. It cannot be I will have, I will get, nothing. It has to be in present tense. I am so grateful and happy now that I have him back. Once you know exactly what you want, and once you have your affirmation, step 2, go to YouTube, type in Pure Theta Waves. I'm going to put a link up here so that y'all can see. These theta waves is going to calm your brain down and open up your subconscious. That is what makes your manifestation come in. Our brains have something called the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is literally like a Google for our brain. It filters out everything that we don't find important, and it only shows us what we think. So if you're constantly saying, oh, he is so attracted to me, he is so addicted to me, he is obsessed with me, your brain has to filter out your reality to show you that. That is why it's so important to ignore the 3D, because once your brain starts to filter it out, you're going to see it regardless. So once you have all of the affirmations, once you have the desire, once you have the YouTube video up with the theta waves, lay the fuck down. I know you got problems sitting still, baby girl, but you're gonna have to lay down with this one. Lay down and play the theta waves in some type of headphones. I recommend like AirPods or headphones, whatever you can have on your ears to really saturate your brain. Once you have that sound going, the theta waves going, then you're going to repeat the 1 to 3 affirmations that you picked. This is literally going to saturate your brain in what you want. Whatever desire that you want, whatever affirmations that you pick, you have to be very careful because it's going straight to your subconscious mind. Okay, it's straight there, baby. It's a one-way motherfucking ticket. So be very, very careful with what you are saying. But once you have everything going, say this in your head. Say your affirmations for 30 minutes. I like to do 30-minute sessions. I tell people sometimes to start off with 10 if you have really bad ADHD and you can't focus. Start off with 10. 30 is the minimum that I recommend people do. I have done a 6-hour session and gotten my manifestation within the next hour. So I know this works. My clients are doing it and they're having insane results too. Make sure you do this every single day. Every single motherfucking day. Until you have what you want sitting right in front of you. I know this works. Make sure you give me a follow. Save this video for whenever you need it. And make sure you come back when you have the thing that you want.
There's this powerful technique most people never heard of. It's called the Kuba Mudra. You hold your 2 fingers like this towards your thumb. See? Next from there, you want to hold your other 2 fingers towards the back of your palm, like this. Very, very powerful mudra. Okay, so for 17 seconds, you want to visualize what you're trying to manifest. Don't wish for it, don't hope for it. It has to be a deep, deep knowing. Okay. Let's get back to the video. Let's go. Yeah, so this is how I've been able to call in aligned blessings. Simple, powerful, but very real. All it takes is 17 seconds. Try it tonight. So now you know how to do this powerful movement. I do this all the time when I want to manifest something fast. Don't gatekeep this. Somebody you love or somebody you care about may need this information. The knowledge you learned today is worth $1 million. So share it to somebody who needs it. I just had a video, the 555 portal. I used this same mudra. I manifested that shit. This shit works. Comment in the section if you want to know more. Send me a DM. I would love to be your mentor. Let's keep going. Follow for more.
Yeah, I don't know about throwing up gang signs with my fingers and whatnot. You know, it seems a little bit witchy-poo to me, but to each his own. You know, whatever works for you works for you. I just, you know, it's not my thing. So let me know what you think.
It's something called the 369 method. And basically all it is like the ultimate manifestation. And some people gonna think I'm crazy for saying this, but 369 method. So you write down what you want to become like you already became it. So you write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. And you read it before you go to bed. So you read it 9 times before you go to bed. So basically it's just like, I would write down, I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, not the last. And I write it down every single day. Money come easily, frequently, and abundantly every single day. You know what I'm saying? So I write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night, and I read it before I go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, you go to the 4th dimension, which is the dream state. That's the highest consciousness that you have. Like that's like the ultimate. Like when we dreaming, that's the ultimate creative. That's the ultimate. So now when you wake up, that was the last thing that you read. So now what happens is you come back to the physical state, 3 dimension where we at right now, and you just basically like massive manifest the shit that you want. Do that shit for 30 days.
All right, say less.
But it gotta be like you already completed it though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just get in the habit that like manifest your month. You can write down some stuff that you want to achieve, but you write it down like you already achieved it. I did that in October 2019. I was like, yo, I want to make this amount of money. I want to travel to this amount of countries. I want to help this person make this amount of money in their business. I did everything on that list, bro. No cap.
I manifest a lot of things in life, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But it's something about this $100 million contract that
it's coming.
It is coming. I gotta just stay down and believe.
You're already 100 millionaire, bro. The time just gotta catch up.
You gotta catch up.
That's it. Time is manufactured. Time ain't for real.
Time ain't real at all.
It ain't real at all.
It's only the present moment.
That's it.
Even I don't even know if it's the present moment. We just here.
We just here. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's already written. The time just gotta catch up. So the $100 million is already written. It's already yours, cause it's in you. It ain't on you. So the time just gotta catch up.
Every single day on this app, you got people telling you that you can instantly manifest a new life, you can quantum jump, you can timeline leap and do all these other magical things, and it's just gonna fix your life instantly, and you're gonna wake up one day and just be in this new reality, in this new life. But what they don't tell you is that all of those things come with a transition period. They make it sound like it's just, oh, you just gotta think positive and believe, and then you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be in your new reality, and that's complete and utter bullshit. Yes, you can manifest a new life for yourself. Yes, you can timeline shift into the highest version of your life and the quality that you want to live. However, there is going to be a transition stage. Yes, it only takes one day to change your life. However, there are going to be several days that precede that where you are having to maintain a certain level of energy, maintain a certain level of thinking, and go through a lot of shit before this manifestation just appears into your life. When you start shifting your life and changing for better, you're going to start to feel alienated because you're not going to resonate with none of the people that you've been hanging with before, or the habits that you used to have not going to appeal to you no more. Places you used to go not going to give you the same type of satisfaction. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be questioning if this new life is worth all the challenges and changes that it's bringing you, because you can't go back to the old way of being. You know, seeing too much, you know too much, you feel too much. Things are starting to finally appear before your eyes, and they're making sense, and you're seeing things for what they really are, but you haven't quite yet jumped into that new timeline where life is just, it's best for you. So you in this in-between transition stage where shit just feels weird. It just feels awkward, and you're lonely, and you're by yourself, and you're wondering, is all this really worth it? I hate how people get on this app and try to make it sound like, oh, just do this 2-cup water method, or just do this mirror method, and you're going to manifest this new life just instantly. And it's just going to be so perfect and so wonderful. And that's why so many people look down on this. And that's why people look down on this, manifestation culture, or this quantum jumping, or this timeline leaping culture, because people try to sell it to you like it's just some magic cure-all, fix-all, and there's no real work that you have to be willing to do to make that happen. Nothing is going to be instantaneous. Just please understand that right now. When you start making those decisions that you want to live a better life, you want to manifest something new for yourself, that is a very positive thing. However, you have to realize that what was before, your old life, has to be dismantled. And you're not just going to sleep through that process. You're not just going to be sleeping and wake up and everything dismantled, and then life is just perfect and beautiful for you. No, you're going to feel that. You're going to go through that. You're going to watch people that, you used to think the world of not really feel the same way about you, or you feel the same way about them. You're going to watch, yourself be dissatisfied with stuff that you used to be content with. You're going to watch yourself feel set apart from the crowd. You're going to actually experience these things in real time. Yes, you're manifesting. Yes, you're shifting into what it is that you're wanting, but it doesn't exude you or exclude you from having to actually feel the process of things changing, of you shifting, of you growing, of you, moving towards what it is that you say that you're wanting. So if you're looking for something instantaneous, this manifesting a new life ain't it. And I don't care how much they try to tell you, just buy this book and do this method and do that and do this, and you're just going to change your life instantly. That shit is bullshit. And I'm here to tell you that. It's people making a whole lot of money, telling people that they can change their life overnight if you just do this and you just do that. And, kudos to them. If they sell it to somebody that believe it, okay. But I want y'all to know the real. There is a transition period when you are manifesting a new life. And that transition will not always feel good. So if you are not prepared for that, you might not want to start jumping into all these manifestation, timeline shifting, quantum jumping things. Really understand what that is before you just see somebody on this app telling you to do something and you're going to wake up with All I'm saying is, before you let somebody on this app tell you that you can just do this quantum jumping method, this manifestation method, this timeline shit method, and you just gonna wake up in this new reality and you're not gonna feel the shift or transition, like, really sit down and think about that for yourself. Like, that's not how this goes at all whatsoever. I'm tired of this like microwave manifestation and change of life culture that is being like forced down our throats every single day when you hop onto these apps, or you read these books or go to these seminars or these classes, and they like, oh, let me tell you how I did it. I did this, that, and third, but they're not telling you like all the other stuff that they had to go through before that moment of shifting into that reality finally took place. So all I'm saying is, understand that when you take on the responsibility or the role of saying that you want to manifest a new life for yourself, there is going to be a transition period. And if you are not prepared for that, then this might not be the thing for you to do, because it's going to feel challenging, point blank.
So I had to throw a realist in here, because we all know that faith without works is dead. If you say you want a certain type of body and you eating pizza and Cheetos, and you're not going to achieve that type of body. Like, you have to put the work in. You know what I mean? Like, and this is what she means about transitional phase. You do have to put that work in. If you don't want things to get difficult, make sure you are, saying things like with ease and effortlessly, things like that. So, but the outcome is going to be what you desire. You have to make certain sacrifices to achieve what you want with anything in life.
Just trust me and repeat what I say. I don't chase, I align every day. What I desire is already near. It's moving in loud and clear. I am chosen, I am guided, I am always in flow. What's mine finds me, I don't need to know. I am magnetic, I'm calm, and I'm right on time. Abundance is mine at every lifeline. Say this twice a day, fill it with your chest, and watch how fast the universe handles the rest. Follow me for more love, magic, and manifestation.
So I see a lot of people, they get this wrong when they be trying to manifest, and this why your shit is delayed. So for one, your shit is delayed because you think this shit is coming. No, my nigga, it's not supposed to be coming. Soon as you set the intention, it exists already on the spiritual level. On the spiritual level, in your imagination, it already exists. Now, as you get emotionally involved with that idea, now the idea exists vibrationally, right? So when you get emotionally involved with the idea is now in your subconscious mind. So you can get an idea that you want to be rich, right? If you got the idea that you want to be rich, that's just an idea. Now, when you get emotionally involved with that idea and you start feeling rich in that moment, you now move that idea to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where all your past beliefs are at. So if you believe you're in poverty or you believe you're unwealthy, that's where that shit resides at, in your subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind also controls the vibration your body is in. The idea you had is at its own frequency. For example, right? If I wanted to call you, whoever watching this video, but I type in Obama number, nigga, I'm not gonna get you because your phone number is on its own frequency, right? So if you want to reach the frequency of the life you desire, we're gonna say that. If you want to reach the frequency of the life you desire, you gotta match that frequency. And that's where you put that belief that's in your conscious mind, you move it to your subconscious mind, but you gotta stay there. Like, you can't just do this shit one time. No, you gotta do this shit every single day. Once you start to do that, you start to send a different vibration out to the universe, because your subconscious mind controls the vibration your body is in. Now you send that shit out to the universe, and now it's like the universe is like, okay, he giving me this, I'm gonna give it right back to him. That's the law of attraction. You can only get what you are. Then also you gotta understand the reality we live in right now, this shit is false as fuck. Like, this shit really not even real. Cause think about it like this. This reality only exists based on the thoughts, actions, and beliefs that you have for the past 6 months, the past year, or so-and-so, or probably your whole life. This reality don't even exist. So when you envision a new reality, you envision yourself living a whole different life. That reality exists vibrationally. Now you can get to that reality if you stay in that vibration. But a lot of people think that reality is coming. It's not coming. It literally already exists. You just have to stay in the shit. Like, it's that simple. You just have to stay in the shit. And if you want to learn more about this shit, go ahead and follow me. I'll be dropping these shits on the goddamn daily.
All right. The first part you do three times. You write what it is that you want, what your manifestation is. You don't need to put anything extra. I don't think. Like, this is just what I put. Is just whatever it is, whether that's like my apartment, my car, my partner, my job, my whatever. Just a simple statement. Write that 3 times. The next one is kind of like affirming something about the desire. And that one you write 6 times. And I do this all at once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My new apartment is perfect for me. My new apartment is perfect for me. 6 times there. The last part, 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of like the same thing, but you're also affirming beyond that.
If you want a fast way to rewire your subconscious mind for success, watch this video. I call this the 2-minute mirror manifestation method. First, go stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself directly in the eyes. Say affirmations with conviction. I am powerful. I am worthy. My success is inevitable. After you get done with the process of doing that, you want to hold this feeling in your body and carry that energy throughout the day. See, a big part of manifestation is absolute embodiment and alignment. When you do this repetitively, you will then begin to rewire your subconscious mind for absolute success. See, on top of this, most people already cast negative spells upon themselves when looking in the mirror. Imagine casting positive spells upon yourself and seeing how effective this will work. If you do this repetitively, you will literally instantly rewire your subconscious mind and instantly manifest. And if you're struggling with manifestation, I also have some pretty solid and affordable ebooks on my website. The link is in my bio. I definitely suggest the $9 The Parallel Reality Shift ebook. And don't forget to like and follow for more, because I make these videos every single day helping you manifest the life that you desire. If I can do it, you can do it too.
Want to manifest something overnight? I'm gonna show you a shortcut nobody talks about. It's called the O method. No one talks about this, but sexual energy is the most potent energy that you have. It creates life. So why aren't you using it to create the life that you want? Here's how to use it. Before you get started, whether it's alone or with someone else, set the intention crystal clear. What do you want to manifest? A number in your bank account, a specific person, a feeling. Then visualize it. Feel it like it's already yours. This sexual energy is so potent, it's so sacred. That's why it's so important you be careful who you share your energy with. You can't just share it with anybody. You can't just waste it. Use it with intention. Right before that peak, visualize it, hold that moment, then let the energy fly. Not just physically, but spiritually. Send that vision into the universe. No overthinking, no forcing, just trust. It's wild how fast things start shifting when you do things with intention. Next time you remember to set your intention. It's the most powerful energy in the universe.
The key to you achieving or manifesting anything you want in your life is literally just you fasting. You have to understand that most of the food that's accessible to us, the general public, is so corrupted, so poisoned in so many different ways. It's genetically modified. It's going through all type of factories and processes just to get to the supermarket. They put in all type of preservatives and fake ingredients, fake artificial sugars inside of the food. And since the food is so corrupted, the only way to truly escape it is by you fasting. You have to understand that manifestation is literally just all energy. It's all thought energy. It's 10% physical, 90% thought. It may not seem like much, but just by you fasting, it's going to give you that energetic separation and that extra edge to be able to get farther than most people could. As physical and energetic beings, we have 7 different energetic sources that control different processes throughout our body, known as chakras. Your stomach area where your food goes to is known as your root chakra, and anything that you consume that goes down there, depending on the vibration of what you just ate, is going to alter your root chakra's frequency. And all these man-made processes that the food that we consume goes through nowadays, all it does is just lower the energetic frequency of our food or to lower the vibration of the food. And the root chakra controls different low vibrational emotions such as fear, anxiety, and depression. So every time you eat a low vibrational food, all that does is just make you feel those emotions more intensely and make you feel those low vibrational thoughts that come from those emotions more intensely. And as I said, manifestation is all thought form energy, a consistent thought form energy that you build up and work upon and work upon. If your thoughts are focused on this one thing for years straight, no matter what it is, that thought has to manifest, because it's like an energy compilation within the universe. As you keep compiling those thoughts on top of each other, eventually the thoughts is going to overflow and it's just going to bust, it's going to crack, and the universe is going to feel that shit, and your manifestation is going to be right in front of your reality. By you fasting, it gives you more control over those negative and low vibrational thoughts that might come to you. And you're not going to get as many because you're not going to be consuming as many low vibrational foods to even put you inside of that frequency for you to even have those thoughts. Since manifestation is all thought form energy, any negative thoughts or any out of focus thoughts that might come upon you is just going to block or slow down your manifestation. Just by you fasting is going to eliminate a lot of those low vibrational thoughts and give you more control over them. Another reason that fasting speeds up your manifestations is because it gives you discipline. Just by you gathering the discipline to be able to take control of your diet and fast from the food that you love, it's also going to give you the discipline to be able to stay consistent with what you manifesting. That's all manifestation is consistency. So just by you being able to gather that discipline to be able to be consistent with your diet and to be able to fast, you're going to gather the discipline to be able to be consistent with your manifestation as well. Another reason why fasting is so important when you manifesting is because it connects you more with source, or it connects you more with your intuition. Your intuition is just God talking to you, or whatever you believe in. I believe that intuition is just my angels, just my spirit guides talking to me and guiding me. And just by you fasting, being more connected with that higher voice of source or that higher voice of guidance, is also going to guide you down the right path with your manifestation, or whatever you may be confused upon with your manifestation. But yeah, that's it. Peace and abundance to everybody who watched this video. Y'all have a good day.
Okay, so I absolutely agree with him on that. I think that fasting is one of the best ways, one of the quickest ways for you to align yourself to get what you want. And it's not always just about food. You know, sometimes, like, you know, you gotta put the blunt down. Sometimes you gotta put the alcohol down. Sometimes you have to fast from speaking, because sometimes you talk too much. Sometimes it's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of things that you can fast from, and it's not always just food, but you know, food is the main thing, you know. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. But if you do like a double fast, like food and something else, very powerful.
Peace, love, and light, my beautiful guys, my goddesses, and your majesties. Okay, real quick, listen. I want to talk to you about manifesting. Yes, you can manifest whatever you desire into your reality, but you have to match the frequency of it. It sounds difficult, but really it's really easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First and foremost, you must understand vibrations and frequencies and levels of it. You have to understand that love, money, abundance, joy, success is on the same frequency. It's the higher frequency. It's no different. It's just a higher frequency. And then the lower frequency is stress, unhappiness, depression, sadness, gossiping, envy, jealousy. Ooh, I can go on and on. Now, when it comes to abundance, abundance can be real tricky because abundance means a lot of. So you can truly manifest a lot of success, joy, peace, love into your life, but you can also attract a lot of the other stuff. And the reason is because you are going to attract whatever frequency you are on. So if you want to attract money, success, love, unconditional love, peace and joy, you have to match that energy. I keep saying that. And I know you think it's difficult, but listen, I'm going to give you a surefire way for you to match the energy of abundance. Now, A lot of times when you look at abundance, you're thinking, oh, if I don't have a lot of money, I'm not abundant. But that's not true. What do you have a lot of? What makes you feel abundant? Like with me, I feel so rich and abundant and prosperous when I can go in my refrigerator and I can pick and choose what I want to have. It's just me. It's me. I buy several different kinds of fruit juices. I might buy several different kinds of flavored waters. But the fact that I have the ability to have a refrigerator full of the things that I desire, and I can choose my pleasure for that moment, that makes me feel abundant. Another thing that makes me feel abundant is I have a lot of shoes. Don't come for me. I just went through this phase of being a shoe fetish. Of having a shoe fetish. So one of the things that makes me feel abundant is the fact that I have a pair of shoes that would go with any outfit, any day of the week. And I definitely do not have to wear the same shoe probably for the next 3, 4, 5 months. That definitely makes me feel abundant because I have a lot of that. When I remember those things, it makes me smile. It makes me happy. And it puts me in a pleasurable energy, which is on the same frequency of abundance, success, prosperity, wealth, health, all of that. Now that you're in that energy, now you can start thinking about all that beautiful money just coming into your today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now, today. If you had the things that you desired, how would you feel? How would you feel? Would you be smiling? Would you get up early just because you didn't want to miss 1 second of the moment to spend with that kind of reality? What would your life be like if you truly had the life that you desired? Now, take a deep breath. You got to breathe, honey. And I want you to take a deep, long, slow, purposeful, intentful breath. Ooh, wee. I know you felt that. I know you felt that. If you didn't, do it again. Now that you are in this calm, high vibrational state, honey, call in your manifestation. It has been waiting for you to get in a space where it can come in easy, and watch how it flows. Because the more gratitude you show, the more that you feel the emotion, honey, the universe has to show up and show out. Get in that energy. It's easy. And tell yourself that. It is so easy to manifest, to call in, to receive. And I am open and ready to receive the life that I truly desire and mean and stand on business when it comes to you and your desires. Now you go out and have an amazing day.
That's like the fake it till you make it method. Like, which they taught us in school that. I don't know about you guys, but they like our teachers used to say fake it till you make it. And it kind of is like you kind of trick your mind into like being that, thing which you desire. You know what I mean? Like, even though some people may not be a famous actress, you know what I mean, a superstar, they may carry themselves like one and end up eventually achieving that goal. So let me know what you guys think about that.
Have you ever wondered why they always say affirmations in the form of I am, and why I am is such a powerful statement to put before affirmations? Let me break down to you what this book says about I am and what I got from what this little chapter said about I am. Anyways, this is The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. If you want to know the book, I'm going to leave it down below. If you don't want it, it's cool. But that's where I got it from. It says here, at the beginning, it talks a lot about how I am is basically claiming your awareness, right? I am, you can forget what I am. This will look like the book said. You can forget what I am sometimes. I can forget what I am. I can forget where I am. I can even forget who I am. But I cannot forget that I am. And stating I am affirms my existence. it brings me to, like, that's my awareness of my life, my awareness of my being, of my presence starts with I am, because I am. I don't have to put nothing behind it. I don't have to put nothing in front of it. I can forget all of these other things, but I am does not forget that I am. You know what I'm saying? I know it might sound crazy, but really just follow me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, it says, I am is that reality to which whatever happens, we must turn for an explanation of the phenomenon of life. It is I am's concept of itself that determines the form and scenery of its existence. Basically saying, I am, like this is where the power of like the affirmations come in. What comes after that I am is what is created. Like said, the concept of itself, what you believe after that I am, what you put after that I am, that you believe is what manifests in your reality. Because, like I said in the second line after that, everything depends upon its attitude towards itself. That which is not affirmed as true within itself cannot awaken in this world. So if I am doesn't believe that I am rich, it don't matter how much I want to try to go make money. You know what I'm saying? That feeling that I associate with riches will never be mine. It would never be able to manifest into this world. I can even go make more money. But if I'm in a gap mindset, in a lack mindset, and I don't believe that I am rich, I will never arrive as the I am that experiences riches. Because I am creates the concept that it believes in. And the concept that cannot be birthed to this world is one that I am does not admit to itself. So if I never believe that my being is associated with this feeling or this action after, I am rich, I am fast, I am married, I am loving, I am lovable, whatever it may be, if my identity, my consciousness, my awareness, the power of awareness, which is stated as I am, never comes to this conclusion and cannot believe and or admit to this being your existence, then it'll never happen. To break it down really simple without using all of these other words, I'm just using the words so you can see. But if I never believe that I'm rich, and if I can never even say that about myself and actually believe it, I will never ever experience that type of richness. And that's just simple. It's because, and this is why they use I am, is because if you don't feel like that feeling and you are not that type of person, and this is why they tell you, you gotta become the type of person that make the type of money before the money even arrive to you. This is why the journey is more important than the destination. Because you can get to the destination and your I am cannot identify with your awareness. So you can be in paradise feeling like you're in hell. And it cannot, that's why people be trying to change they settings, and sometimes external things have nothing to do with how you feel. You see what I'm saying? Because you can feel shitty and you could be like, it's because of all these people and all this stuff. I just want to go to New York. That's where I'm supposed to be, New York. And if you get to New York, you probably feel the moment, you probably feel happy. But if in the back of your mind, your I am that you're manifesting, your awareness, your presence genuinely feels like you are not, or if it can never admit that you are rich, you are happy, you are at peace, whatever it may be that you're running to get, it'll never arrive. It don't matter where you go. You're gonna set all of these different things up for you to finally be happy when you get there, finally feel rich when you get to a certain amount of money, when you're supposed to become that person. Your mind have to associate with that I am for it to even manifest. And I know it's probably like I'm talking in circles, so I'm gonna just stop there. But I'm gonna do another one where I continue reading this chapter. So check out my playlist. I'm gonna leave down below for book recommendations and stuff like that, or like me just reading books. And you click that if you want that. Check out my other content because I do all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to Yin Yang Twins on TikTok, on Twitch, and YouTube if you want to see me and my brother fool around. And go to MobTube. But yeah, like, share, comment, follow for more. Don't be a hater, but follow for more. Love.
to jolt this, like I feel like starting off with things that you know that you absolutely are, like you're 100% confident on, starting off these affirmations like that, I think it does something. Saying it in your own tone, I believe is beneficial as well. Like if I were to say it, I would be like, I'm loved, I'm respected, I'm beautiful, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, I'm wise, I'm just saying it in my own tone. Reason being is because that way you kind of like you're more open to believing what it is that you're saying is true, because it's really in your own tone, you know what I mean, instead of like sounding like a robot. But anyway, let me know if you agree or disagree on that.
Y'all ever overthink something so much that it come to pass, like, or it happens exactly the way that you thought about it in your head? Like literally you overthought something so much, you worried about it, you concentrated on it, you put your energy towards it, overthinking. And sometimes, being a overthinker myself, you can't even help but overthink. Like literally I have to bring myself back to reality when I catch myself stressing and overthinking about things that I can't change. Like I can't physically put my hands on it and change it. Like, you ever catch yourself just overthinking so much that that exact fucking thing happens in your life? Have you ever looked at it from a different angle? Have you ever, overthinkers, now this is for the overthinkers. If you're not an overthinker, keep fucking scrolling, because this video is not for you. Like, have you ever thought about this shit from a different angle, from a different perspective? If you overthought so much about your success, if you overthought so much about the things that you desire and wanted in life, wouldn't you think the same thing would happen if you overthought the bad shit and that shit happens? So if you sit here and overthink your life is going to be successful, you sit here and overthink you're going to get a better job, you sit here and overthink you're going to have a successful business. Now, let me go ahead and say, faith without work is dead. So you can sit here and think about it all day, but if you ain't actually going out there putting that work in and doing it, it's not going to happen. But that's neither here nor there. I thought that was a little bit of common sense. But have you ever sit here and thought about, like, if I put the work in and I overthink so much about the thing that I desire so much that it's going to come to pass, that it's going to happen the same way that I sit and overthink about everything that's bad in my life, and I put myself in a depressive state because I overthink so much about negativity? If you overthink about positivity, you are one of the most powerful manifestors on this fucking earth, overthinkers, and you don't even realize it, because your brain, your mind creates a reality right before you without you even knowing it. So if you overthink positive, if you overthink success, if you overthink anything that you want in your life, and you go out here and put the work in and get it, I'm pretty sure that you'll achieve it. So now when I catch myself overthinking about everything bad that can go wrong in my life, I bring myself back to reality and overthink all the good shit that can happen if I just keep going, if I just keep pushing, if I just keep putting in the work. I'm overthinking everything positive in my motherfucking life, y'all. So overthinkers, I understand that you are gifted in many ways, but one of the most powerful ways that you are gifted is that you are a powerful motherfucking manifester. Wake up and realize that everything that you want already exists. All you got to do is align yourself to get it. That's it. That's all. Everything that we want already exists. All we got to do is align ourselves to fucking get it, y'all. So let's stop overthinking about everything that's negative in our life. Change that to something positive. Go out here, put in the work for it. Work towards our goals, our visions, and our dreams, and what we want in life and where we want to be, and watch how everything work out for us in the end, y'all. Peace and love.
Overthinking what you want is definitely super powerful. Like, shout out to the overthinkers, because yes, like, master manifestors for sure.
Don't chase your dream, manifest it. You're chasing your dream, you're never gonna catch it. Just manifest it, put your trust in a higher source, and it'll manifest in your life. It's called prayer. You can call it yoga, meditation, whatever name you want to put on it, but you definitely want to implode within yourself and get in that higher source and let him turn the faucet on so you can get wet.
If you're watching this video right now, it is a sign that you're about to shift realities. I promise you, after you watch this video, your life is never going to be the same. Go ahead and save this video, because you're going to want to come back to this later. This is only for you if you are already wanting to make an identity shift. Now, I'm going to share with you today the quantum money jump, where you're going to shift into a parallel timeline where you already have $10,000. Sit quietly and visualize a parallel timeline where you have $10,000 in your possession. Now just imagine stepping into that version of yourself. Feel what they feel. Think what they think. Now anchor the shift with a verbal command like this. I now collapse timelines to receive the $10,000. Act from the mindset of that version of you starting now. Expect to see tangible signs within hours. If you're going to try this, type shift now in the comments, and don't forget to come back and share your results.
Okay, y'all really need to understand this, but you never lose money. You only gain things of value. Scientifically, there's already a version of yourself that has the money you want. Here are 3 steps to help you shift your consciousness into that version of yourself. Step 1, the next time you have a payment, a car note, rent, remind yourself that you're not the type of person that flinches at large numbers. In fact, the next time you make one of these payments, you're going to shift your mindset to, I'm so happy and grateful that I have transportation to go to and from wherever I want to go. Step 2, stop putting your money in your savings and then putting it in your checkings when you need it. This action stems from the version of you that believes, if I leave it there, something will happen to it. This signals out to the universe that you don't trust money to stay with you. Your new reality is the version of myself who has millions doesn't worry whether money will vanish. I know it will always replenish. Step 3, tune into your shoulders. Pick them up, lift them up. The version of you that has millions does not have the weight of the world on their shoulders. They have help, they have resources, they have fun. They are in abundance, so they allow themselves to relax. I guarantee you, if you do these 3 steps over the next 30 days, you will be mind blown with the shift that occurs.
I like how she put that. So when you think in like the mindset of lack and stuff and scarcity, like that's what you'll end up getting and stuff, like, you know, holding on for dear life. You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna come back. You gotta have to have that sort of mindset when it comes to things and stuff. Don't just be frivolous with your finances, but, you know, just, you know, don't be too tight. Just try to think in terms that, you know, anything that you put out is going to come back to you like tenfold. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me know what you guys think about that idea.
Black women, if you've been doing all the things to manifest, but something still feels off, I need you to ask yourself these 4 questions, okay? These questions are going to change the way that you manifest forever, right? So, question number 1, what part of me doesn't believe I'm safe to have what I want? What part of me doesn't believe I'm safe to have my desire? Safety is the root of manifestation. If your nervous system is still in survival mode, your energy will not hold expansion, okay? Number 2, I want you to ask, who taught me that I had to earn love, money, or rest? Most of us inherited beliefs that tell us that struggle equals worth, and that belief is not the truth. That is a result of colonization. Don't get it twisted. This is just programming, okay? And number 3, you're gonna ask, what version of me am I still abandoning to be chosen? See, in the shadow of yourself, the betrayal runs deep, okay? But manifestation starts to click when you choose yourself, when you start to choose you consistently, and it is a daily practice, okay? And number 4, you're gonna ask, am I manifesting what I truly desire or what I think I should want? If your desires are still filtered through colonized, capitalist, or patriarchal lenses, they are not even fully yours, okay? Decolonizing your desires is also a part of your shadow work. Because here's the thing I want you to remember. Manifestation is not about chasing high vibes. It's about becoming whole. And that means you have to face what has been lurking and running the show from your shadows, okay? If you're ready to manifest from your truth and not your trauma, I want you to comment return, and I'm gonna help you start your shadow work journey with my workbook, Return to You. I'm gonna send you the link directly to your inbox. We'll DM. See you there.
Universe, I need $10,000 by next week.
My rent due, my bills due. I'm trying to move. I just need it. I need all this done by the 1st. I need it by next week. Don't even trip. I got you. Universe, what are you doing here? What? You call me. You know I'm going to show up every time. Look, don't even worry about that. I'm going to get that to you as soon as you said you wanted it. You said next week, right? By next month? By the 1st? I got you. Don't even trip. Man, it's the 1st, and I still ain't got the money. Come on now, universe. You call? Yeah, what's up? I thought you was going to get that to me by the 1st. You said you was going to get it to me by, I asked you last week. And I told you I needed it by next month. You said you was going to get it to me by today, by the 1st. Nah, don't trip. I got that for you. You going to get it? You said next week, right? You said by the 1st of the month, next week. Yes, but that's today. Today is the 1st. I've been waiting. I've been waiting over a week. First thing you need to know, sweetheart, is time is an illusion. Ain't no such thing as next week. We just existing in one continuous now. So next week for you may never come. That's the time they really don't exist. You asked me to get you the money by next week, by next month, by the 1st. And I'm going to do that. It ain't got here yet. And it probably won't never come. Because the time is always now. Wow, that's messed up. You couldn't tell me that? You couldn't tell me that when I asked? Some things are better learned through experience. Next time you need something from me, speak in present tense. Speak as if you already have it. Show gratitude for it. It'd be my pleasure to get it to you. Sorry about that 10 though, boo. You probably never gonna see that. Start over. Ask again.
That's cold, but yeah, when you when you on the state of mind like it's coming, you gonna be waiting and waiting. So, yeah.
Hey, bro, let's talk about concentration right quick, right? Don't you know you got the power to do anything that you want in this world? You got the power to accomplish anything that you want in this world. Everybody was taught that, right? We all was taught that. But what we don't know, that concentration is the key. Concentration is the main ingredient. Did y'all know the harder you concentrate on getting something done, the less time it'll take? For instance, the sun that's in the sky, right? The sun is like your brain. If the sun was to concentrate on anything, glass, metal, shit, a damn rock, the sun will break the glass, the sun will melt that metal, and the sun will shatter that rock. Like I said, your mind is like the sun. But once you start to focus on two things at once, your job become a little bit more, I ain't gonna say impossible, but it's gonna take more time to get that task done. Like I said, bro, if you want something really bad, concentrate on that one thing and get it done. You can't be washing the dishes and thinking about a good time on the beach. You ain't gonna get them dishes done fast enough.
Okay, this is gonna sound insane, but stay with me. I've been experimenting with a technique I call the quantum mirror blink. It's based on the idea that in the quantum field, every version of you already exists. Successful you, wealthy you, healed you. They're all real, just vibrating at a slightly different frequency. Now, we know from quantum physics that particles don't exist in one place until they are observed. We've talked about that. That's the observer effect. Reality literally conforms to what we focus on. So here's what I do. Every morning, I stand in front of a mirror. I blink slowly while imagining that with every blink, I'm syncing with the version of me that already has the life I want. Not wishing for it, becoming it. I blink until I feel the energy shift, even just slightly. It's like choosing a different quantum snapshot of reality. While I blink, I say one phrase: collapse the past, I become the path. That phrase sends a command to your subconscious, and if consciousness can collapse a wave function, that command just might shift you into a timeline where what you want is already true. Try it for 7 days, blink, align, shift. It's wacky, it's quantum, but if you're creating a reality anyway, why not get weird with it?
Since we're on manifestation, the art of manifestation, you attract
What you say, think, and believe, those three put together, you do not attract what you want. And I know what you're gonna say, well, how come I only attract the negatives that I say and think? That's because you're more likely to believe the negatives and the positives because you think that the positives are just too good to be true. For example, if you're a woman and you think all men ain't shit and all men cheat, that's all you're gonna attract because that's all you're putting out there. You see what I'm saying? And not only do you attract what you believe, but you're also likely to settle for what you believe, right? So say a man is cheating on you, you're gonna stay just simply because, oh, if I leave, the other man is gonna do the same thing to me too. You already have it in your mind that ain't nobody out there better. There's nobody out there that's gonna treat you better. So you're gonna settle in what you are right now because that's what's in your mind.
You need to get inspired, bro. Create a future image of yourself. Get inspired by that shit. What's gonna happen is, back to number one, you're gonna think from the future and make decisions based off the idea of who you are. If you know that you're the richest man in the world, how are you gonna make decisions? If you think from the future where you are the richest man in the world, you make decisions based off being in alignment with that, guess what happens? You start moving down that path and you become that. But if you make decisions from the past, you just going down the same path that you already went down. That's why I don't make decisions from the past.
Right. Because the richest man in the world is not eating at McDonald's. Like, the richest man in the world is not flaunting all that he has because he's used to money already. You know what I mean? There's no need to show off. So you gotta, yeah. Anyway.
Your manifestations happen immediately, and I'm about to tell you how. Now, for us to get a grip on this, the first thing we need to do is we need to look at the word immediate. We're going to break it down as I am, me, deity. Now, before you go any further, let me let you know my name is Dr. Kamisha. I'm a metaphysical psychologist and a word magician. So if I'm just popping up on your news feed for the first time ever, just take this ride with me because this is what I do all day long, okay? So that word says I am, me, deity. What it's esoterically telling us is that I am the creator of me, okay? Because deity is God and God is a creator. So it says, I am the creator of me. And you are the creator of your own identity every time you make I am statements. Correct? Correct. Let's move on. So that word is telling us every time you make an I am statement, you are immediately creating that character. Now, in order for you to manifest the desired reality you want to be in, you have to believe in that character. You have to believe that you really are that character. This is where the delay really comes in at. You have already immediately became that character. You said it. You start emitting the vibration from it. And especially if you started taking action that matches what that character would do. Oh yeah, you immediately started manifesting. Let me tell you what you really started manifesting though. You're about to be challenged. Now the challenge is occurring internally. What I mean is that immediately, as soon as you start making the I am statement, you are immediately going to be challenged inside of your own mind and inside of your own emotions, because the other entities, the old versions of you, they are entities, they are going to start challenging you and questioning, are you really that? Well, what about this? Well, what about that? That is going to happen immediately. So therefore, your manifestation started to occur immediately as soon as you started getting the challenging feelings inside of you and the challenging thoughts. Now, here's the thing about being challenged. You need it. You need it. The divine is so intelligent. Of course, it's a gazillion times more intelligent than us, that it knows that we need to be challenged in order to truly stand in the vibration of the I am that we just said. Why? Because that would be like you walking around claiming, saying that you the champion of the world in boxing, or you the champion of the world in whatever, XYZ, and you ain't fought no damn body. How do you really know that you the champion? How do you really know that that's who you really are unless you have been challenged? So the first place your manifestation is occurring at is inside of yourself, where you're being challenged. Now I'm getting ready to tell you how you know when it really is happening outside of you. You know that it's happening outside of you when you are being challenged. When you have people that's challenging who you say that you are, like in the physical realm, like you know how sometimes we have friends and family and co-workers and whoever, and we start saying that I'm this and I'm that and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and they start making little slick comments, or they start kind of challenging, well, how are you going to do that if this, that, and the other? That's proof that you are emitting the energy of the I am that you just claimed. If it's challenging you on the inside, that's a manifestation. If it's challenging you on the outside, that's definitely a manifestation. But here's another one that's even more powerful than that. The other proof is when you start losing people. When people start disappearing, you no longer talk to this person or that person. You're no longer friends with this person or that person. Even family members, you might move away, or somebody might move away from you. Whatever the case may be, your vibration has shifted. You are not the same person anymore. You're not the same character anymore. You really are the new character that you claimed that you were when you made your I am statement. You are the one that don't know that. You are the one that need to know that. As soon as you really know and accept that you have changed your vibration, that you really are the I am character that you are claiming to be, that's when you'll see the full manifestation of it. Okay? Okay.
Vibration is the language of manifestation. A lot of you all are wondering, why aren't I seeing some of my manifestations coming true? I'm thinking about this. I'm dare I say, praying for this. You should not be praying first and foremost. You should be manifesting. You should be commanding. But you're wondering why I'm not being able to manifest. It's because the universe doesn't respond to thoughts alone. The universe responds to frequency. Remember, everything is vibrating. Everything is light. You have to align your frequency with that which you wish to manifest in order to bring it forth in this reality. Okay? You can't simply just think about the things that you want. You have to become the thing you want. You have to become it. You have to live it. You have to already believe and be operating as if it is so in order to manifest it, because that's the frequency that the universe is going to respond to. It's going to say, oh, they're vibrating like they want it. Oh, they're vibrating like it's theirs. Oh, it's already, okay, bow, here they go. Because vibration is the language of manifestation. How do I raise my frequency, you guys ask? You raise your frequency by getting lean, because food is dense, flesh is dense. We're beings of light, like I said. We're beings of light. So when you become light, when you become lighter, you automatically raise your frequency. You get lean through intermittent fasting. That's one of the quickest ways to raise your vibration. And that's one of the quickest ways to bring forth your manifestations is fasting, because it puts you in a emptiness that allows you to pour into your soul. It puts you in a lightness of being that helps you ascend spiritually when you don't have any food in your body, okay? So intermittent fasting, you get back in nature. By being in nature, by getting in the sun, that's how you align your frequency to that of the source. You feel me? Come on now. Then once you raise your frequency, then you align your frequency to nature, your source. You're looking like God. You're looking like Neteru. You're looking like nature. You're acting like nature. Then you just think it, and then you live it. And I say, oh, it is yours. It's Neek Neteru, the Enlightened Black Buddha. Vibration is the language of manifestation. Get lean. Get out in nature to raise your frequency and align your frequency, and everything you desire is yours.
What if I told you that? What if I told you that?
You want that money to hit your bank account? Let this video play on repeat. It says, my mind is worth millions. Every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold. I get paid to exist. I don't work for money. Money works for me. I am always at the right place at the right time. My name is spoken of amongst the most successful people. I am in alignment with the frequency of generational wealth. My wealth compounds exponentially daily. I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. My energy is expensive and exclusive. My presence is a privilege. My family line is now blessed with wealth. My existence pays for itself. God intended me to live a life of riches. I am in alignment with the frequency of luxury. I live an affluent life because it was written in the stars for me. I am a money magnet. The more wealth in my hands, the more good that circulates within the universe. The circles around me empower me. These are the wealth and abundance affirmations from the Lucky Girl Journal. I cannot recommend this book enough. It is the reason why I manifested my dream apartment. I manifested travel and everything in between. So yeah, you can get it in my TikTok shop link, or you can follow me for more because I share different parts of the book on my account.
Love and compassion. I challenge you for 1 week straight to operate out of love and compassion. Watch how many divine miracles, synchronicities, divine orchestrated events take place in your reality. I'll even give you 3 things to jumpstart and initiate this love and compassion frequency. Every morning when you wake up or before you go to bed, give gratitude for one thing that you're grateful for. Now, this can be something that you're currently grateful for now, or if you do it at the end of the night, something that you have been grateful for that you experienced throughout that day. The second thing, give someone a compliment. I'll even challenge you, give it to someone you don't really vibe with. That's actually bonus points if you give that person a compliment. But just give one person a compliment. You can do it every day, but minimum 1 time this week. Just give one person a compliment. Last one, and this one's the hard one. Pause before reacting. This week, you will be triggered and tested in so many ways because you are now trying to operate out of love and compassion. So when you do get triggered, pause before reacting. Do not let it get to you. That pause alone is allowing you to choose compassion over defensiveness. So you got this. And yeah, just watch the abundance just start flowing in. It'd be anything. Somebody might give you Starbucks. You might, receive all green lights throughout the rest of your week while you're on your way to work. There's subtle miracles that the divine likes to send you, but they're going to send it to you in a way that you're going to be able to see it. It's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be divinely orchestrated for you in your reality. Try this out. Bookmark this and come back to this and tell me what you experienced, because I already know it's going to be a flow of abundance. That said, have a wonderful week.
Absolutely correct. If you are operating in love and compassion, that is a high frequency already. So you're already aligning with the high frequency. So success, which is another high frequency, should come automatic. So yeah, I like that one. As a matter of fact, it's almost inevitable. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that one.
You never want to say, I will have or I'm going to have, because if you do that, it keeps it in the future. If you say, I have a wonderful new apartment and you're living in a dump, it doesn't mean that this is not a true statement. It means you are planting the seed that will germinate and grow and become the new apartment. If you think for a moment, when you put a seed in the ground, you do not get instant tomato plant or instant strawberries or instant oak tree. That seed goes in the ground and it has to germinate. It breaks open its little shell and little roots begin to go down and it gets nourishment from the earth. And only then does the first little shoot come up through the ground. Now, when we're doing affirmations, too often people say, well, that isn't $1 million, and they stomp on that first little shoot. Doing affirmations is like planting a seed in the ground, and watering it is like repeating your affirmations. And you just keep doing them, and you keep doing them, and you keep doing them. Everything happens in the perfect time-space sequence, and we want to trust that, and we want to know that.
I'm focused on people who do understand, because the greatest vibration is love. And you see what you look for. So I'm only looking for prosperity. I'm only looking for hope. I'm only looking for generational wealth. I'm only looking for good business. And I'm only focusing on good business. And I'm gonna be fucking stubborn, borderline narcissistic when it comes to that. I'm only seeing that.
This is the answer to the question someone asked me about time traveling and the technique that I learned from Neville Goddard. When he wanted to get out of the army, he fell asleep, even though he was here in Louisiana and he was in the army. He fell asleep mentally in New York City. And this is something he learned from Abdullah. If you will sleep in the place that you want to be or you wish to be, you will be there. We are mental travelers. This technique works all the time. The other thing that I'm going to tell you is when you do this, try to control your mind. No matter how many times your mind starts to drift and try to think about something else, bring it back to occupying the place that you want. So if you're trying to move into a new home or a new job, whatever it is, imagine yourself there or in that thing before you fall asleep. And as often as you can during the day, just imagine, have that conversation with a friend and hear that friend communicating back to you, I can't believe you got this job, or I can't believe you actually moved into this house. Or you can hear your friend say, man, just last week you told me you didn't have any money, but look at all of this money that you have now. You have more than what you need. I cannot believe this. You were just talking about this. Remember, all of these are just mental conversations. You have to feel it. You have to occupy it. So these are some things that I learned from Neville Goddard, is that your inner conversations manifest. And if you want to travel mentally. One last point that I want to share with you. Here it is, the springtime. We're dropping seeds. We're planting seeds. I find that especially with adults, we hold the seed in our mental imagination, and we fail to drop that seed into the darkness, asleep. Let it go. Grab that seed, the thing that you want, and visually see yourself drop it. What is the seed? The thing that you want. Drop it and release it and let infinite intelligence do its job. But we want to hold on to it. Some of the most successful manifestations I've ever had is just writing it down and dropping it. Forgetting about it. Stop going back and checking it. Did it happen? Did it happen? Just release it.
Meditation / prayer, trust, alignment, and gratitude pretty much gets you what you want. And love. Well, that concludes today's video. I hope you all enjoy it. Give this video a big thumbs up. Shout out to all the creators. Go like, follow, and comment on their videos. And as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Be blessed. Peace. We out. Thank you for being a real one, for being a chill one, for hitting the sub button. Thank you for showing me love. Yeah, y'all some good vibes.